Hello everyone, I'm Kennedy.
And I'm Vasilis.
We run Changemaker Z, a student-run initiative that aims to empower, educate, and connect Gen Zers interested in entrepreneurship.
We interview teenagers with impactful projects and create resources to help you change the world. If they can do it, so can you.
On this podcast, we discuss the logistics of creating different types of projects with Gen Zers who have already done it. We will leave our social media and website information in the description.
Changemakers, and welcome to another episode of the Gen Z to Rise podcast. Today we're in the studio with Ankit, the co-founder of Uneako. Uneako aims to curb the environmental threats of climate change and plastic pollution by introducing and promoting an inclusive and innovative range of eco-friendly product solutions for office, home, and gifting utilities. Welcome, Ankit, to the show. So nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for being here today and joining us. So, what inspired you to create Uneako?
So my journey started. I'm a mechanical engineer. So when I was in third year of my engineering, I have very keen to become a social entrepreneur. So I live in India and I live in Delhi. In my near to my home where I live, there's a landfill which is near to my home. So that landfill triggered my mind to start this Uneako, and I started this startup against the will of my parents, because my parents want me to do a job, but I said no, I am not born to do a job. I want to become a social entrepreneur and want to become a change maker. So that's why I started, and I start making this product. And the whole idea is, as we all know, everyone is talking about climate change, global warming, ocean pollution, and plastic waste, stop single-use plastic and all. So that's why I said, why not we can create a brand in which we will provide alternatives for the single-use plastic products.
That's so, and it's crazy. It's crazy because it's like, your parents didn't want you to do it because they wanted you to do a real job, quote unquote. But yet your company is actually giving other communities a job now. So that's amazing. I love that. How did you come up with the name Uneako?
So that was a very interesting question. I started when I was in third year of my engineering. So my college gave me one placement form that you have to, if you want to do the placement, you have to sign this form from your parents. But I said to my professor in my college that I don't want to do a job, I want to become an entrepreneur. And then I just take that form back to my home, and it was just like a blast in my home. And then the blast is just all about that I will not to participate in the placement drives in my college. So my mom got shocked and she said, so what you are going to do? So I said, I want to start my own startup and I want to become a chain maker. And that's why we started. And since we are into gifting products, so we are providing sustainable alternatives for corporates. We are helping them corporate to reduce their carbon footprints and all. And that's why we said, since we are making unique products from different waste and all, so everything is in unique. That's why we said that why not to put unique term in our brand name. So that's why we said unique plus eco. So it has a both sound, like unique products plus eco-friendly products. So that's why we make it with the Uneako. So Uneako is an amalgamation of unique and eco-friendly products.
Yep, it's a good, it gets straight to the point, kind of explaining what the products are. I have a follow-up question. So I know you co-founded it with your brother. Is he older than you? Did you have to kind of convince him, or was he always kind of into entrepreneurship like you if your family was against it? Like,
so like we are only two brothers in my family, in our family, and we both are mechanical engineers. So my Atul, he is like my elder brother, and he is basically a design thinker, design innovator. So after his graduation, he usually works with a lot of manufacturing companies in India and giving them a lot of ideas, innovations, and with using design thinking approach and all, critical creative thinking all. And he usually work as a consultant in the companies and giving them ideas to reduce their time, reduce their cost, money in terms of making their products and all. So when I started, so like I read a lot of startup stories and all, and then I found like there are a lot of conflicts happens in the startups about the co-founders one. So I said, like, instead of working with any other member, so why not to start the same thing with my brother? So then I talked to my brother, and since he is into design thinking, creativity, innovation, and he's always like, his name is Vaigyanik Atul Tripathi. So he's always into like doing not in working on new innovative materials and also like from the birth, like from the childhood also, we are very different from each other. Like somehow if I said I want to eat apple, he said no, he want to eat banana. So we are very much opposite. But in one way we are on the same level when we are going to do something good for the society, for the nature and all. So that's why I just in the night, like it's approx 2 a.m. since we are a mechanical engineer, so we usually works in the night and all. So like I discussed with my brother in the morning around 3 a.m. that brother, I need your help in my startup. Why not you come with me, and we can make this brand more impactful. We can invite more people, and we can change the world. So finally he convinced, and then we blast another bomb in my home that apart from me, like I am not going to do a job. I am just saying that Atul is also going resign, giving the resignation from this consultancy, and he is also working with me. So like earlier, my mom.
My goodness, you're trying to kill your parents.
Yes, so like earlier, my mom is against with us. Then my father is also. They both will be against with us that we have only two child and both are working on this startup.
So okay, it's not like that's so. We're gonna move on soon, but it's like is in general in India, is entrepreneurship just not encouraged, or was it just your family? Because it's not to become a stripper or something. You want to make a social impact. Like,
yes, but no, it's now it's going to increase in the Indian market also. But like since we belonging from a very normal family, so like people in our families because they not do any, they don't have any business and all. They are always from the like job backgrounds, so they always want to secure their life. So like to be secured because job has a secured life, like secured salaries and all. So they always want us to get a job like secure life. That's why they always insist us to do a job and all. But yes, so one thing I just want to say to all of the people who are listening this podcast, like it's a very challenging to convince the whole world is very much easy, but to convince our own parents is very challenging. So that's the main thing, that's how we convince, and finally we both brothers into the Uneako, and we started with lot of struggles we faced at that time, but now it's a really good way that our project is supported by Audi, Bentley, and different more big corporates.
All right. So I have another question. You advertise that your products have more than one intended use. So what are some of the other ways people can use your products, and which are these products?
So basically, when we are started this startup like Uneako, so we found that on that landfill, like in India landfill, there are a lot of packaging waste. Like packaging waste is the biggest waste on that landfill. So usually approx 60 to 70% of waste is of packaging waste. So that's why like we decided why not we can build products where the packaging also become a product, because when we are going to buy any product in any country, we usually somehow we are paying the cost for the packaging. but ultimately what we do with the packaging, we just take out the product and throw the packaging in the dustbin. So that's why we make the concept that why not we can make a packaging as a product. So in every product of Unico, the packaging is also become a product. So like if you're buying any product, you will get two products. One is the main product and second one is of packaging. So you can use that packaging or you can make any other product out of that packaging. So it's a very, so every product have different story and every product have a different story of their packaging.
That is very true. I don't even think like there's so much waste just from the packaging, and just being able to utilize your packaging. Like we should begin to shift the idea that packaging maybe can be used for other things instead of just throwing it away, or at least making it like recyclable. So that's really, really cool.
You know what the world needs right now? More male businesses. Said no one ever. Did you know that 88% of all women-owned businesses generate less than 100K yearly? Only 4.2% of women hit 1 million in annual revenue. Well, Cubicle to CEO is a media company elevating the financial footprint of women entrepreneurs through their award-winning podcasts, digital programs, and events. They are making mentorship more accessible to all women. Personally, listening to other entrepreneurs and change makers has been a huge motivator in my life. That's part of the reason I joined Gen Zers to Rise. No, it's not just because I like to talk. Cubicle the CEO, hosted by Ellen Yin, is a weekly show bringing you case study interviews with leading entrepreneurs and CEOs so you can borrow a specific new revenue growth strategy from each guest that has already been successfully implemented into their own business. You'll love Ellen's transparent quarterly income report episodes, where she shares exactly what her media company makes, spends, and profits every 90 days. Want to use the best income growth strategies from top entrepreneurs and CEOs, including Ellen herself? You can binge listen to past income reports on Cubicle to CEO today, plus receive free access to your first 10K month roadmap and a bonus workbook by going to our special link. I got y'all. It's zen.ai/GenZCEO. That's zen.ai/GenZCEO. See you there.
Yes, so we since mechanical engineer, so we always problem solver.
Yeah, I wanted to say that's really remarkable what you're saying right now, because I have never heard that before. Like, I have some people like being packaging collectors because like they bought a product, they like the packaging, and so they keep it in a space. Or I have seen other people that like, because they collect other rare things, if you remove the packaging, then the rareness of this thing doesn't exist anymore, so it doesn't. I love the minimalism design of your products. So, did your company face any challenges? Was there ever a time you wanted to give up with your startup?
To be honest, like I personally believe that if we are a change maker, or if we are any social entrepreneur or an entrepreneur, so we always have a lot of struggles at the initial stage, and people don't know about that struggles, and everyone only about the like if but the good thing. Everyone know about the good thing, that this startup is making this startup is doing this, or they receive these things and all, but they never know about the struggles, what initial stage we face the struggles, and that the main thing. So I always say there are a lot of struggles we faced, like we both brothers faced, like initially to convince our parents, and then finally we convince them, then again like everything is on the words, like in a entrepreneurship, like everything is on the every day is on the words, like, and a lot of things are on the words, like if talking about the orders, if talking about the lot of documentation things, so everything is on the words. But since you have chosen entrepreneurship or a change maker or a social entrepreneurship, so you are a problem solver, so you have to solve the problems, those problems who are on the words, you have to solve them. So in our case, like we've also faced a lot of problems in initial stage, like to be very the biggest problem that we faced is like financials. Like since belonging from the engineering background, we don't have a knowledge of the financials and your marketing, and also that was a very problem that we faced. But thanks to our incubation centers like NIT and AIC, Atal Incubation Center, BIMTech, they guys support us, and they finally give us a lot of knowledge, lot of exposure, how to manage your financial, how to incorporate your companies with Indian governments and all, and how you can start your business and all. So that was the main thing, like struggles we face. Then working on the situation, like when we start the project, so finding the clients, customers is the very biggest struggles. Like a lot of big corporates don't want to interact with us. They always say like that was in struggles at initial stage. So like to finding the best customer and all. Then but now we have a more than 100 plus clients like Intel, WWF, MSME, and Nestle. Then like these are the clients that we, National Geography, these all our clients to whom we are building our products and help them to reduce their carbon footprints and making their event zero waste.
This is so amazing. Like all the companies that you said that they're interested in the products that you're working on, they're really amazing. And I would like to give you many applause on that. So you have over 30 products. I would love to know what your first product was. What's the story behind it?
So when we started, so like the first product that we made it, that was our first product called Start Right Now, and that's basically a pencil and a pen that we have made it. So usually in India there are 24 lakh ballpoint pen are being thrown every day that end up in the landfill. And if you talk about like in each pen, there is like approx 25 gram of plastic, 25 to 30 gram of plastic in each pen that we use. But it's reached to the landfill, and if you calculate the data, so it will be in tons of plastic from that pen that we are using. So we make the pen, and that is 100% biodegradable, that made from recycled paper, and we put it seeds at every pen. So the concept is like once you are done with your pencil or a pen, you have to put that pen and pencil in your pot. Okay, so your seed, which will be at the back end of the pen, that seed will be converted into a plant. So you will get one plant, and that pen is made up of paper. So it is 95% reduced plastic pen, which is completely like biodegradable, and also you are creating dual impact. One is you are saving the plastic also, and also you are planting one tree. So that was my first product which we started. And once we started, then I put a post on the Facebook initial stage. So since I have want to find some clients, and also I put it on the Facebook that hey everyone, I am a change maker and I am a social entrepreneur. I build this product called pen, there's a seed in it, and I put it in a lot of marketing and different Facebook groups. And from there, like a lot of people approached me for taking this product. That was the first thing that we started, and it's really a very inspirational, like when we make any product.
Are your products only available in India right now?
So yes, so right now we are into Pan India, but now I am working on an initiative called Planet Changemakers. So I have a changemakers approx from 30 countries. They are promoting our products and they are becoming a planet changemakers. So we always inspire youngsters to be a part of that, and we will give them a very good opportunity to promote Uneako product in their countries, and they can start their own project in their countries and represent Uneako over there. And also, like one thing I also want to add in this, like once we started, so like earlier we decided we are making, since we are into manufacturing startup, so we have to build some products and all. Then I realized, like, why not in India there are a lot of marginalized communities to whom people don't want to support them. So like when we are started, so like there's a Sonu Bhaiya, he is like especially able, he can't walk properly. So he usually come up with their walking sticks and all. So he came to us and he said like, I am looking for a job. It will be very honored if you can give me a job. And he is earning only $100 in a month. His salary is only $100 in a month, and he just want me to give them a job in Unico, and it will be great if we can give them. So I not, because at that time we are also in initial stage, since our parents is not supporting us. So I said that I am not going to promise you that I am going to be giving you a job. I can try my best. So we have a one product called My Clear folder. So it's an alternative to file folder, which will be a plastic file folder. We make it a recycled file folder, and we mention that I am not a clear bag, but my intentions are very clear.
Well, okay, guys. So when you support Unico, you're not only supporting and helping make the world a more eco-friendly place, but you're helping real people. Like, your money is helping marginalized people. So that, and also I wanted to talk about your product, because something about you I love about your product is they make me think of sustainable things that I never would have thought. Like, for example, you have like the name holders available for conferences, like the name tag things available. I never thought, like, yeah, that's like big waste plastic. If you think about it, just things like that. It's like, we all know about like plastic straws and whatnot, but so you guys are more than just a company though.
So we are looking for some partners in different countries. So like, especially with the people who are less than 25 years, and we invited them to become a planet change maker, and then we will give them all our business like project to them, and they can start promoting our products in their countries. And that was the first thing. And talking about the communities, we are making the people happy and all. So and about the products, so every month we innovate 3 different new products, and all products that we have different stories, like in terms of their design, in terms of their packaging, in terms of their manufacturing, like who are going to manufacture those products, what will be the story behind them, how to make this product, what is the uniqueness in that. So these are the key factors that we have in every product of Unico. And we have more than 50 plus products, and like from the gifting part, from the event and conferences, and for office utilities. So we usually deal with corporates. We help them to make their to reduce their carbon footprints. We help event and conferences to make their event and conference zero waste, like initially from their gifts, from their ID cards, which we name tags and all. So we help them. And third thing category that we are targeting is office utilities. So we help office corporates, organization, institutes, schools and all, that they can make their office zero waste by using Unico products. And if they are using Unico products, they will create a dual impact. One is on the environment, and second one is on the communities to whom we are supporting.
This is so amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all this information. Your products are a huge inspiration for the green product market, including all the different actions that we can take in order to reduce the CO2 emissions, the water waste, the trees that they're used in the whole process of paper production, etc. Well, I have bad news and good news. Bad news first. Okay, so it's the end of the episode with Ankit. We'd like to thank you again for sharing your amazing company with us.
So yes, thank you for inviting me, and it's very honored.
The time for change is now. We can no longer sit back and ignoring the climate change. Is real and stable changes must be made. Do not forget to follow Unico on Instagram at Unico, or check out their website www.unico.com. The good news? We have plenty of more episodes for you to listen to. If you want to learn more about companies creating an environmental impact, check out episode 31, where students turn pine cones into cleaning products, or episode 21 about COP27 Until next time, do not forget to keep changing the world. Bye!
Thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed our conversation. We had such a great time. Make sure to leave us a review. If you want more Changemakers content, you can follow us on Instagram at Gen Zers to Rise and on Facebook at ChangemakersZ.